First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Mostert. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Alex Anzalone in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Lions will take over. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. But how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. But it winds up falling incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He'll get that one complete to Connor. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Romeo Okwara working his way in and getting the tackle for loss. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It was like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A quick throw there out to Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Lions at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. Down to the 25. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
first down carry. It's Williams. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 51 yards rushing for it as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tanner Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off play action. Here's Goff. They'll roll him out right. He's airing it out for Williams.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark.
Mostert hit when he drops the ball.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumbled it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
This is our last chance.
2nd and 9 from the 44. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 37.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up.
And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Looking to pass. Tua.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
We've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Running the counter with Mostert.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tua going to throw.
Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A run with Mostert up the middle.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Sanders' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
They're trailing here in the 1st half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First, the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try to bring this one back to even.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved though if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He finds his man, complete. It's Connor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shadow that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
That's 3 sacks now. If this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
it's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Got a man. That's Trent Sherfield. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's a slant to Hill. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Ready. 52 Bradford. Nick Red.
On second down, Mostert.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watch out now. 50 years.
Tua sets up to pass it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Sanders' kick is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum and hurry.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
I think probably just trying to draw him off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 70. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. It's a run with Mostert. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. At their own 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. The slot man in motion right. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Goff now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to lose yard.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now it's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down and 4. Goff. And this is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 58 yards on the ground for him so far. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if the game relieved their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. There's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, you get a pick 6 in a season.
It's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Goff on 1st down. And Sharp calls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Goff now looks to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And now look at him go. 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Goff. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches. When they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From the end zone, Goff. And this is caught by Williams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Looking for right, and he finds him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Now Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Second down, here's Mostert again. Still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero.